The title Tsar and its female counterpart, Tsarina, is derived from the Latin word Caesar, symbolizing the lofty claim to imperial authority. Historically used in Russia, Bulgaria, and other Slavic states, the title carried connotations of supreme sovereignty, often equated with the role of an emperor rather than just a king. In essence, the Tsar stood as the ultimate ruler, with power both temporal and, in many cases, spiritual, ruling over vast and diverse lands with authority that was often considered divinely ordained. To become a Tsar traditionally required hereditary succession within dynasties, such as the Rurikids, Romanovs, or in Bulgaria, the Asen and Shishman lines, though coronation and recognition by the church were equally vital. The Orthodox Church in particular played a central role, anointing and legitimizing the Tsar as a protector of the faith, like a tradition that tied monarchy to divine will. Duties included commanding the army, governing the state, enforcing laws, and ensuring the protection and expansion of the Orthodox faith. The Tsarina, meanwhile, embodied dynastic continuity, courtly influence, and at times direct political power, especially in eras when women like Catherine the Great reshaped the empire itself. Famous Tsars include Ivan IV, better known as Ivan the Terrible, who became the first ruler crowned as Tsar of all Russia in 1547. Peter the Great radically modernized Russia, transforming it into a European power, while Nicholas II became the last Tsar of Russia, abdicating during the turmoil of the 1917 revolution, which ended centuries of imperial rule. In Bulgaria, the title was revived in the 20th century with Tsar Ferdinand I and later Boris III, with Simeon II becoming the last reigning Tsar before the monarchy's abolition in 1946. Remarkably, Simeon later returned to Bulgaria in the early 2000s as prime minister, making him one of the rare monarchs in history to serve later as a democratically elected leader. Today, no reigning Tsar or Tsarina exists, as monarchies in Russia and Bulgaria were abolished in the 20th century. However, the legacy of the title remains powerful in cultural memory, literature, and national identity. The traditions tied to the coronation of Russian Tsars included elaborate rituals at Moscow's Dormition Cathedral, where rulers were crowned with the monomach's cap, symbolizing their sacred duty to protect orthodoxy and empire. Tsarist Russia also cultivated a culture of immense courtly splendor, with imperial balls, military parades, and religious festivals reinforcing the grandeur of the throne. The title of Tsar and Tsarina thus embodies centuries of imperial history, blending faith, politics, and dynastic tradition. It represents both the heights of power and the dramatic falls of empires, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate the world.